The wedding was supposed to be the perfect day in Emily's life. Everything was prepared to the smallest detail, a luxurious estate, floral arches, gold cutlery on the tables, live music and many guests. She dreamed about this day for a long time, about a white dress, about looks full of admiration, about feelings sealed in front of everyone. Jake, her fiancé tilde copyright, looked as confident as ever. His slightly smug smile never left his face, and his gait carried the usual bravado. At one point, when the atmosphere had reached its peak of solemnity, he stood up to make a toast. The guests turned to him with attention, expecting kind words, but instead they heard something else. His speech, full of caustic hints, sounded like a play in which Emily played the role of a naive heroine. He talked about the money spent on the wedding, about his patience, about how lucky she was. All this is presented with a grin, with a touch of superiority. The silence that followed his words was deafening. Some guests looked at each other, some awkwardly lowered their eyes. Emily sat motionless, as if she had turned into a marble statue. Her cheeks flushed, but she held on. A man stood behind Jake. He had not been heard until that moment, but now he attracted every glance. Tall, with a straight back, a cold gaze and strength that does not need to be demonstrated. It was Emily's father, Richard, a former police general. Few knew him personally, but his name was familiar even to those who live on the other side of the law. He approached slowly, but his steps sounded louder than any word. Several people retreated, instinctively making way for him. And although he did not utter a single phrase, his look said more than a whole speech could. The wedding was interrupted. Jake was led out, calmly, without a scandal, but with a finality that could not be washed away. He realized that he had crossed the line. Not in front of Emily, before a person who never leaves a grudge unanswered. Emily stood alone among the flowers and twinkling lights. But now there was not confusion in her eyes, but determination. She lost her fiancé tilde copyright, but she got herself back. The holiday is over, but a new chapter has begun. Without falsehood, without humiliation, and with the respect she always deserved.